Welcome to the SCP Foundation Files Explored. In today's SCP is SCP-808, the Mechanical Choir. Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures are as follows. SCP-808 is currently unable to be moved from its original location. As such, armed Containment Site-27 has been built around the area in which it has been found. SCP-808 is contained within a 6 meter by 7 meter by 17 meter containment tank. The unit is constructed from 10 centimeters thick walls of polyvinyl chloride, or PVC, covered by 25 centimeters of thick acoustic foam. Furthermore, wooden sound dampeners are constructed 3 meters from the container to further insulate the object. These dampeners are susceptible to regular degradation and as such are to be replaced by D-Class personnel only. SCP-808's housing, Area 808A, is currently set with classified explosive charges. The public cover story is that the property has been purchased by the military as a training area, allowing for the complete destruction of the object if required. Barring maintenance, a 30-meter buffer zone is to be maintained around the object at all times. Once monthly, SCP-808's tank is to be opened and the main body is to be inspected for degradation. If sufficiently degraded, a diluted phosphorussic acid spray is to be applied. Then the object is to be power washed and coated with further rust-proofing agents. Machinery originally found within the structure has been removed to a storage area 250 meters to the southwest. In the event that any unconnected machinery in the vicinity of SCP-808 begins to operate, all personnel are to evacuate to Evac Point Beta. As a precaution to repel invaders, automated motion-sensitive flame-based defensive installations around the object will activate in the event of a site lockdown. Description of SCP-808. SCP-808 is a mechanical construct standing approximately 16 meters tall with a base approximately 5 by 6 meters, 30 meters squared, in area. The object is roughly cylindrical in shape, the upper 3 meters tapering to a sharp point. SCP-808 seems to be built primarily of steel and iron, with several similar brass fittings. Randomly placed lengths of cable and chain are attached haphazardly to the lower areas, with the majority of the machine constructed of steel beams and gears, in simple clockwork patterns. Components seem to have been taken from various industrial machinery, with no single source. The machinery forming SCP-808 runs constantly, with a low grind, despite there being no apparent power source. The uppermost portion of SCP-808 is constructed in somewhat of a humanoid form. This portion is covered in a grey carpeting and a white wedding dress, giving it a soft and somewhat feminine appearance. The effigy possesses 4 limbs, the upper limbs appearing somewhat vestigial, and the lower limbs apparently taken from a mannequin. The face seems to be a speaker system, possibly constructed of copper. While SCP-808 runs, a high-pitched whine is emitted from the humanoid construct. As SCP-808's structure degrades through rusting, or is tampered with, e.g. attempts to disable the object, or through application of force, this noise volume will increase dramatically. This noise will automatically tune to frequencies capable of causing local metals to resonate, after growing loud enough, approximately 70 decibels. Non-electronic components of machinery affected by this resonance will spontaneously activate. This anomalous activity will cease once rust has been removed from SCP-808. No psychological effects have appeared in those exposed to this sound. Direct damage to the humanoid construct has caused it to emit an approximately classified level of scream, killing 2 and deafening classified number of personnel on site, as well as causing extensive property damage. No further attempts to deconstruct or destroy SCP-808 are to be taken except in extreme emergencies. Recovery Log. SCP-808 is located within an abandoned factory in location classified, France. An agent embedded as a local city worker heard rumours of a constant screech in the local countryside and called in a small investigation. Upon discovery of SCP-808 within the structure, the 4 present agents were assaulted by a group of civilians. These civilians were killed by the agents in an act of self-defense. Investigation of the structure revealed a sect dedicated to the Church of the Broken God. Classified, associated members of the sect were captured and taken into Foundation custody. Documents and paraphernalia retrieved from the civilian residence revealed that SCP-808 had been under construction for approximately 7 months and remains unfinished after being acquired by the Foundation. Documentation reveals that SCP-808 was intended to be a musician of sorts, in preparation for the eventual return of the Broken God. Associated civilians have since been terminated under the guise of attack by a mundane terrorist cell. Security for location redacted has since been increased exponentially. Addendum, a note from Dr. Bridge. Judging by the main structure, I'd say it was intended to be mobile. It has bits that look like the beginnings of legs, and wheels as well. It's quite concerning that something the size of SCP-808 has been built outside of our knowledge. However, I find it even more disturbing that the cult of the Broken God grew this large without alerting any Foundation sources. In the light of this recent growth, I recommend increasing surveillance of all known church locations and all of their activities. Addendum ends. Church of the Broken God has always interested me. After all, I have a fondness for steampunk paraphernalia. Thank you very much for attending this briefing, and goodbye.